done with it. Like my podcast, it's a new wave.
Are we live?
Alright then, lights, camera, action. You know what time it is. You know it's in the cut. Done with it, back again with a big bang, as always. It's me, T-Mac, Mr. Streets is peak. Oh my God, they're both on the left of me today.
Again. What's good, what's poppin', it's T.
And it's T. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't watch The Voice. I'll be back next week.
Alright,
And let's introduce our guest today, our special guest, repping the yellow.
What?
Building the familiar face.
You know the face.
Yeah. That's me, that's Sparks. You don't know who it
Alright
is,
then,
man.
big up Sparks in
The
the place.
Arsenal
Man, I'm
man
the Arsenal
himself.
man, yeah.
Right.
The Arsenal man
Nice to
himself.
have you with us, you get me? I know that you're so passionate about Arsenal, isn't it?
Come
Fucking
on,
hell.
through and through, you know my thing.
Yeah.
I all had a little something with someone today, try to water down my thing and tell me about I used to support Man United.
Oh,
right.
Brighton out harder.
You understand?
Yo!
Another one thing I want to like about my papa can introduce me to Arsenal.
Hey, don't get Sparks twisted, people, yeah?
Don't get no
Don't vex
cross.
him.
Die hard,
Don't get him.
Gunner, Ross Clark,
You know.
fan.
Yeah, make that known. Make that
Die
known.
hard, through
Oh.
and through and through.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll beg you right now. Name the top 11 players on the pitch right now.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I went viral because I said scrap the whole team.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I said scrap the whole team.
Who's the manager them time there?
Wenger.
Oh Lord.
And I'm still saying scrap the team now. It's depressing.
Wow.
Wow.
It's
I'm
depressing.
Arsenal fan.
I'm not.
I'm telling you, trust me. It's like being with a girl and it's not going nowhere.
Oh shit.
Yeah, serious.
Listen.
So what are you
Serious.
saying? Why he's not finishing the league right now? What's
Probably
going on?
finished 8 if it was the last day of the season today, you get me?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
Like we missed
bad.
out on European football. But like when you're a fan, you're a fan. There's no switching sides. There's no, you know what I mean?
I'm a
You're
glory
just a
hunter.
fan.
So you're not this glory hunting thing. You're not gonna
No,
glory hunt.
wait. Where you say I want to
I'm a
go?
glory hunter.
No,
I'm
no,
wearing
no,
the
no,
wings.
no, no,
I wear the wings
Wait,
out.
wait,
Listen,
wait,
I'm
wait,
a
what do you mean
winning
you're
team.
on this glory hunting thing too?
I'm telling you, if Arsenal let me down next year, I'm going for the top team. Whoever wins the league next year.
No.
I come
no,
from a
no.
household that's
So wait,
Arsenal.
initially, wait. Let me just get this right. Initially, you're saying that you support
I
Arsenal.
support them, but they let me down.
But then if Arsenal go on a bad pitch, you're jumping sides.
I'm
It's not a
jumping.
bad pitch.
Alright
It's
then,
been
we
a
need to
bad-
make
it's
him
been
switch.
bad for a minute,
We
though.
need to make him swap places. Let him sit over there and you come and sit over there. You ain't a supporter like me.
Listen, no, but it's been a bad. It's been a minute
Yeah, it's been
now.
a bad.
Years, like
It's been a
years.
bad few years. On
Alright.
top of years, on top of years. I'm still saying I'm the Arsenal man, the real
No,
Arsenal
I
man.
hear you.
I don't.
That's
I
what-
don't
I
know what
hear
you
you.
meant by
You're
that.
entitled.
You understand?
You're
You understand?
Yo.
It ain't
You
even.
switch up,
It
you
ain't
switch up.
even.
You get me? Are you meant to switch up like
That's
when the
real
bad
one,
times come? So when the good times comes, because the bad times ain't gonna last forever,
I hear
then
that, I
what?
hear that.
They'll switch you back again. They'll switch you back.
No,
I'm
you-
like, yo.
but when the good
always
times
support
when the
Arsenal.
good times comes, you don't deserve to be a
No,
part
but
of it.
shush, the
What?
slander is a lot. You
Of
ain't heard the
course.
slander.
No,
Oh,
we're
well,
joking.
no.
I'm
It's
joking.
a
I'm
lot.
Yeah, man,
Come
hold
on,
on. I know my slap
No,
Sodium.
alright, cool.
Exactly.
That's different. Don't. It's not the same.
It's the same. It's the same.
She's not saying it's like your man or whatever. It's not
When I want to
the
cuss your man, you still stay with him. No,
It's the same thing.
you have to support what you support. What do you mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you.
Not with what you support with. How can you switch up?
Should someone want to come and have a little remedy, little onion and lemon and ginger?
I'm done, you know. I'm done. Listen, she's got this little sexy husky thing going
Yeah.
on. But yeah.
What
so-
made you get into the football?
That's what I was
thing?
just going to ask you.
Well-
Before, I don't remember you being so,
Passionate.
funny.
Yeah,
And then
well-
one day, boom, you see it on screen.
No, wait, hold on. Let me just clarify this here. And for the haters in the back, let me just clarify this. I was always Arsenal. But as a youth man, yeah, you gotta remember, I'm an Arsenal man, yeah, but I don't have no connects, so I don't know how to get tickets. I can't phone a man and say, boom, I need a ticket for this game. I'm going Manchester or I'm going Liverpool, wherever. Like, I don't have no connects. I'm just a person that, like, I used to write to Arsenal and ask them to send me pictures, like, because I'm a fan like that. I'm in school these times and I'm asking them these things, you get me? And obviously, as a part of my parents or family members knowing that, yeah, I'm so passionate and I love Arsenal, it's like anytime I misbehave, they'll cut it up, and that will kill me because I'm like, this is the only thing I've got to show that I'm an Arsenal fan. But the difference between then and now is I can go and get a ticket for a game like that. Do you get it? Whether it's in Wales or if it's in Manchester or if it's in Birmingham, wherever. I'm going there. You understand? Yeah, you could call me the Arsenal plug.
Yeah, the plug, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
know what I
say a
mean?
word. Don't say a word. Don't say a word.
Of course.
So what you saying? You feeling the rum punch? Yeah, what we saying? We're up on the rum punch vibe today.
Listen, so I need to ask you some things though, because
Yes.
there's people know you as the Arsenal man, but they
Of
don't
course.
know you, Sparks. Yeah,
Real
so we're
talk.
trying to get into
Yeah,
knowing
true.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go back to there. So you've done a little time in prison. Yeah, let's go into that. I'm going straight there. Let's talk on
Yeah,
this.
we could go.
Let's go with that.
Alright, we could go there
But the
still
real
now.
you,
Yeah, we
the
could
real
go.
you.
But the
You
real
lot
you.
could get the real
Strip
Sparks
like the
today.
Arsenal
Sparks.
fans.
I'm gonna lie to you. You lot could get the real me
Come
today.
on,
I've
give
got
us-
time.
Yeah.
They have to.
Come on, tell us about that time then.
Well, do you know what it is? I'll be honest with you, yeah. And I'm not even gonna water it down. Like, I feel like what I know now, I wish I knew it
Then.
like 10, 15 years ago. Because the whole reason for me going jail back in the day was, alright, yes, I got caught bang to rights, innit?
Yeah.
And everybody knows the codes. You don't snitch. Cool. That was never gonna be an option. My only problem was when I took the rap, I don't snitch. I said no comment. They took me jail. How comes I didn't have the man them there to back me?
Alright. Alright.
How comes I didn't have the man them there to send me
Check
money? How
Yeah.
comes the man them never ever came to check me?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So,
It made you relax.
but if I did snitch, everyone would have been saying, "Oh, Sparks is a snitching hackney. Sparks is this.
It would have been
Arsenal
rubber.
man's
It would have
this."
been fit- yeah.
But how come you ain't got the same energy to make sure that your guy's good when he's in jail?
They should
Or
have
when
sure.
when he comes out, he's good.
Yeah, they should have.
Do you understand what I'm
They should have
saying?
made sure you're good though.
That's
Real
a
talk.
joke thing. But then here's what typifies that now, yeah? It's like if you come out of jail now, yeah, and somebody else wants to show you love that you don't consider as man them, or you don't consider them as someone from the end, you have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But why is it a problem for somebody else outside of your circle or outside of the ends to show man love, but the old niggas don't want to show man love?
It shouldn't be a problem. I've gone through the same. I'm telling you, when
I don't
when I was
understand
in
it.
jail, yeah, some people from different ends show me more love than certain other people when I was in jail. Do you know what I mean?
Facts,
So,
facts, and I could tell you, yeah. On that note, yeah, I was in jail where I've experienced it more than once. Man's own niggas didn't want to show man no love, none at all, and I kill you not. Like the least person that I expected to show man love
Was the one
Was
going
the
on.
was the one that was showing man love. Now,
yeah.
But you're supposed to go.
But it's
through
shouting
life,
niggas. When he's in
learn
the, was he shouting niggas?
of course,
Yeah.
come on, of course I
Yeah.
did. Like you get me, I would shout man and say, you get me, man ain't gonna send man a change and tear whatever.
But maybe
But
that's,
you have to
maybe
do that.
you
You
maybe
have
you
to
needed
do
to
that.
go through that little experience
Just
for you
stop
to
the
see your
conversation.
circle
Yeah,
and
and
move
that's what
away
I'm-
from
but
that.
then
Because
this is
you might
what I'm
have
trying
went
to-
back into that.
But
if
then
they-
this is what I'm trying to say.
Should've
Because
said that
alright then, and you make a valid point there, because obviously the whole thing with that now, yeah, it's like, yes, I feel like I needed to go for it to know what I know now, but it's like, I would say, at them times there when man was going through it, it's like, I still couldn't help but think like, rare. I can man be in these situations, or man's in need of something or whatever, and your guys ain't got you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then it's like, you know what the killer thing is? If we put it on a grown, if we speak it from a grown perspective, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you look at other, not that I'm trying to compare anyone's groups or gangs or circles here, but you look
Sure.
at the way, no,
Okay.
big man
Go on,
thing,
go on, go on.
but like you look at other circles and other certain man, and the way they fuck with their bros or their
They
sisters,
got them.
like they got them
got them
differently.
fucking, yeah.
Like, so you know when you go through a situation like as what we're saying, and you're like, where's your man them, or where's your close ones, like, and they're not there for you, you just think to yourself like,
Wow.
Do you understand?
I think that's a turning point.
See you, man, that never had sparks, never held him down. Fuckery.
No, but there's
That
certain,
man talk
There's
about.
there's certain
That
people
man
that
talk
do.
about, man.
Yo.
Serious thing, you know.
Yo.
But anything now, because I'm on a grown thing, yeah? So, right now, I don't even hold no grudges to no one that didn't have me, man.
You got yourself.
Do you understand what I'm
You
trying
got
to say?
yourself.
But here's the
you
thing.
know now.
Yes, I would say that I got myself, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not going through your everyday little problems
The
here
battles
and
of it,
there
yeah.
and whatnot or whatever. But anyone that done man wrong back in the day, anyone who dissed man or anyone that weren't there for man, I don't have no problems with them up until this day. Do you understand?
That's
Obviously, I went through that to be where I am now.
I think that's
Do
your
you understand
story.
where I'm coming from?
That's clean out,
And like, I could say it with my chest, like, you know where certain people's hustle might be music, or certain people's hustle might be on the road or whatever. I went through what I went through to know and be where I am now is that my thing is going to work legitly.
100,
Do you
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not like to say I'm new to this grinding thing or new to knowing how to trap, as they call it, like, or whatever. Man, know all of that. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But I feel like my lane is legitly going to work.
So
Do you
had you not gone prison, do you feel that you would have still been caught up in that lifestyle? Because you thought these people had you.
Yeah.
So,
Do you know what? Had I not went through them certain things that I did go through, yeah, like, I think the situation could have been even worse.
Yeah.
And I say that honestly because I'll keep it real facts as well. I wouldn't say that I was a hella active person back in the day, but I was a very bait person.
Yeah.
Here's the difference.
Yeah.
I weren't active in terms of what they would say nowadays terms drillings.
Yeah.
I
Do
weren't
your thing, yeah.
out there licking man down and whatnot, whatever, but because of who I hanged with, I was considered as a bait person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically.
Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I was just as much as a threat to the others that were doing what they're doing. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And there was times where man was in certain situations and I kid you not, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how am I alive today?
All right,
So
so
give
on
me my
this note, I need
association.
to stop you right
Not
here.
even that, not even
I
that.
need to stop you right here, yeah, because
Yeah.
there's a minute where you went to the other side, innit? You started to like be on out here, the leaflets, God, la 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 la. Was that something that happened in prison? Was there a turning point that said like I can't do this?
Is
I
there
need to
some
be-
people like me?
I need to be on
Yeah. No,
No,
let me hear what happened.
no, it wasn't even that.
Hey, yo, let me hear this one.
No, I can tell you, look,
Yeah.
do you know what it was, yeah? I'll be honest in it, like, one African sister did reach out to me,
Hey, man.
yeah?
when you was in prison or
No,
outside?
she reached out to me, where did we go? I think we went to some weekend away, like, you know, like some resort place or something like that.
Well, like a church weekend, though.
No,
this
you
is
know, like,
like-
you know, like when you go away and you do some
Southport.
camping
Yeah,
activities
yeah.
and
It was
stuff like that
definitely
for
a
the
church
weekend.
weekend,
No,
though.
No,
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
definitely was. Come on. Don't lie. Tell the truth.
No, the person that
Yeah.
that reached out to me, yeah, they're the church
Very
goer
church.
and whatnot,
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
But and she did come on the resort as well, but
Yeah,
it had
yeah.
nothing to do with
Yeah.
a church thing.
Yeah.
Like, you get me?
Yeah.
If anything, you know what I mean. So, yeah, went over to this weekend or whatnot, or whatever. Come back, and when that was done, the African sister, as I said, she said to me, you know, you should come to my church and whatnot.
No, you're trying to do
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm being
You trying
dead
to-
sure. I'm trying to break
Go
it down
on.
as realist
Yeah,
to give it to you, like,
Go
you
on,
get
go
me.
on, go on.
So she's like, I feel like you should come to my church, you know, and whatnot. So, cut a long story short, I ended up going to the church, but
Was
I
it
went
for the
to-
right reasons, though?
no, I'm gonna get into that. So I've gone to the church, but I'm there, and I kid you not, I was only there because this man was a Nigerian brother, yeah, and he was just making me laugh.
I'm done.
Like, you get me? I went to this church every week because I find it funny. The man was making me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you know, so I'll come back next week, though.
Yeah.
Serious things.
Yeah.
So, little did I know, yeah, that was the part where I feel like my life changed.
Okay.
Because, like, I was going there, and I thought I was going there because, as I said, initially I was going there because this man made me laugh, but weeks turned into months, months turned into a year, then 2 years, even 3 years like of my life, like, and I started going there seriously now these
Was it
times
Jehovah's
there,
Witness
like,
or is it not?
no, it weren't Jehovah's Witness. So I started going there seriously now, like, you get me? But I think when I found myself going there seriously, yeah, like, at the same time, I was still kind of really mixed up in quite a few things on the road and stuff like that. I think if my memory serves me right, I might have even owed someone money as well.
Okay.
And because I'm in between this place where I'm trying to go forward with man's life positively, but then like I owe this brother money or something like that, I didn't know what to do, kind of thing, you get me? So like I'm explaining this to the pastor, man, and I just kept on going. Eventually, like, I paid off what I was meant to pay and started just to get things into perspective, like, you get me, like priorities and stuff like that. So started going there solidly and whatnot, and for about 3 years of my life, I would have lied to you, I think it was probably the best 3 years.
Amen.
Do you know what I mean? Because like, to a lot of people, going church, it's not cool. It's not the norm.
me.
So
It's
saying-
not
it's saying-
viral.
it's
Like,
saying-
do you know what I mean?
Not me.
Like, you
But
get
let me
me?
ask you a question. Let me cut you there, yeah. When he's in prison, yeah, was you a Muslim?
Never.
Never. Alright, I can respect
Never.
that, I can respect
Because
that.
I don't understand this thing where man's on this Muslims and did you take your shahadas or whatever that means and your Allahs and all of this. Man weren't on that if man didn't go jail.
Alright, yeah.
Man them go jail and turn this Muslim and you're a full-blown Muslim now and you're on this Ramadans and fastings and all of this and you're a full, like you're some pillar of the Muslim faith, but don't mug me.
But everyone finds their path where they find their path.
No,
Real
no,
talk, real
Just
talk,
like,
real
just
talk,
like,
real
just
talk.
like you
No.
went on. Just
No,
when
real
you,
talk.
no, because when you go on there,
True.
people ask you got time.
Yeah,
So they tell you
very
to
true.
study Islam.
Yeah.
And when you study Islam, like the DVDs, the books
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
you then find your connection. So you can't rub that out. You
All right,
just
then.
They can't
you
rub
know,
it
you
out.
just
They got Bible
do.
studies too as
No,
well.
but
They got
hear
Bible
this,
studies as well, you know.
hear this as well, Mac. Yeah, she makes a valid point. Yeah, and for those watching, yeah, I will clarify that her point's very valid. But here's the difference, though. Yeah, here's the difference, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all know that there's a load of religions in it.
Trillion.
There's this religion, this one, that one, yeah? However, there's only one. When it's all said and done, there's
One
only
God.
one way and there's only one truth. So that means, like, some people may take it offensive if you was to say that, like, you know what, being a Christian is the only way. So then that basically means I'm implementing that being a Muslim is a lie, being a Hinduism is a lie, being a this is a lie. But in some way, there's some truth in that though, because
There's a
there's
connection.
only one truth though. There can't
Yeah.
be all these truths,
But
like, do you get it?
you gotta go.
But then
No,
for the
we're
sake
not
for the
going
sake
into
of
it.
for the sake of people having their opinions, you're gonna tell me that man shouldn't say something like that.
No, you need to go where you identify. So it could be that it's that you're just spiritual, you're not into a religion, that you just know there's a God and that's where your path is. It's an individual journey. So your
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
was to go there
I
and
think
you
a lot-
identified with that and you got it. So
I think a lot like it's to do with your upbringing as well, your place where you come from, you know, that kind of like.
not really. There's a lot
has
of
something
kids
to
that
do-
grow up in a Christian home, christened and then gone to be a Muslim. So
Yeah, they've gone there, but
It's-
that's because of their peers now, and like, you know, it's kind of like, without being rude, I don't want to be rude to any Muslims, but it kind of like turned into a sort of like a trend. You know what I mean? Especially like amongst like prisoners and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
So when you say trend, what do you mean when you say that?
like, some,
It
some,
means
like,
that
they
everyone
go to
started
prison.
doing it when
They
they
go
went
to
to prison.
yeah,
That was-
Yeah,
like,
like, it was the trend to just do that.
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Isn't it? No.
And that's what makes it look a certain way. But obviously, that T said people follow their own paths. But
Yeah.
it just makes it look that way because people come out of that experience and then follow that
I
path.
think Islam's
even
something
when
you
you
need
think
to
about it,
really
in
study.
prison
They have
now, yeah.
time in there.
In prison now,
I
yeah.
was Christian, but-
You only have Juma, yeah, or you can go to church. What's about the Hindus and the Sikhs and the other religions, the Jews and all that? They don't have
right.
places for them to pray.
No,
You know
that
what I
was
mean?
exactly
We're
what
not
my
doing
point
the
was.
whole
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
It's not go too deep.
We're not doing the
It's
ritual
whole
thing because
topic.
it's individual and it's something that.
Let's not
nothing
make a
takes-
scene.
Yeah.
Cool.
we're
Yeah,
not
so
gonna
for
do
the
that.
sake of viewers, like, we don't mean to offend nobody. Me, myself, I would even say so. I'm not trying to offend nobody's faith, but, like, yeah,
For
it
you
is common
personally.
sense just to know that there is actually one truth. So, whatever it is that
Okay,
everybody
find
with their
out the truth.
individuals is allowed to follow some way on the last day, like, you will find that what he was following was a lie, and that is facts.
But wait, on a lighter note, there's something
Yeah,
I need
go
to know. Yeah? There was one moment I saw you, I need to question you about this moment.
know, yeah.
Because, like,
I don't even know what they're gonna come with
listen,
as well, you know, man.
I saw this and I was like, I just know what happened. So, the
I can't
Tesco
remember.
in Welsh Street.
You know, I knew it was coming, you know. I knew it
Have
was
you got
coming.
a, have you got a clip? I need to know. Have you got a clip?
No, I ain't got
Alright,
it.
I'm gonna dig the clip up for you.
Because you
Yeah.
have to find it because, listen, I just know what happened. Like,
No.
I said, what? No, it was a whole thing. It was
No.
You gotta break
It
it
went
down.
back,
for
wasn't it?
us.
Break it down.
Alright,
Break it down.
let me break it down to you, look, yeah?
Yeah.
Boom.
I was waiting.
No, do you know what it was, yeah? Do you know what it was? And I kid you not.
Yeah.
Listen, you know the whole reason why that situation was even so humorous and probably you could say it went kind of viral
It
as
did.
well,
It
yeah?
did, yeah.
Alright, well, it went viral,
It did.
as well, yeah?
Brilliant.
It's because I had on my Arsenal jacket at the time, so automatically they just knew, yeah, that's the Arsenal man,
Oh,
like,
that's
you get
the
me?
one I'm here.
Even if they didn't know me. But them times there, or to that specific incident, right, was the time where we're in lockdown.
Yeah.
And there's no rice nowhere, there's
Okay.
no pasta nowhere, there's no milk nowhere, you can't find nothing nowhere, even toilet roll you can't find. So these times there now, I've left work from Stratford, I've come to the end and I've just said, let me try and go to the Tesco's in Wall Street and see if I can find some essentials. So I've gone in there, yeah, and as soon as that, even trying to enter in there, yeah, I've seen that there's a little confrontation inside that at the front entrance of the store. So you had any white guy, like, and some random other people, like, do you know what I mean, fighting or arguing over toilet roll, like, they was literally facts.
Wow.
Do you understand? So they was trying to usher that by getting the people out, yeah, taking control of that situation, but they weren't trying to let other people in.
Right.
So I'm at the door adamant that I'm hungry, I need things in my house, like I don't have no rice, nothing, I don't have no things, I need to go inside.
Come
The
on.
man's telling me, you're not coming in.
Yes.
What do you mean someone now coming to, like, you get me, I
Yo,
started
yo,
getting
yo.
mad and whiling on him, like, do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What are you talking about? Like, I'm not a part of this little, like, madness going on outside there, like, you get me? So I want to, any man, yeah, that stacks the meat shelf, yeah,
Yeah.
like, and he's not even no manager,
Yeah.
tried to rough me up and like, you're not coming. I said, hey, Bullson, what you doing? You get me? So me and him start raging, like, you get me? Me and him start
Aye.
going at it, yeah? But
Yeah.
I can't lie, the clip speaks itself. He kind of had the advantage
Yo.
over me, you get me? And Tuesday, I'm not really blunts up like that, like, you get me? He was able to, like, he was able to swing me. You understand?
You need to re-release that clip though.
You
That
understand?
clip
But-
needs a re-release.
Listen,
Honestly,
I'm gonna find it. I
to
have
clear that up, yeah, because there was a lot of people that thought, yeah, Sparks get dash out, the Arsenal man get dash out at Tesco because he was trying to thief things. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't that at all.
Obviously, I
It
knew-
was
I
just the
knew-
I didn't
fact
think
that,
it was
yeah,
that, no.
how it looks
Yeah.
was that I got flanged because, as I just explained, he had the better of me where he was able to swing me, yeah, and I was trying to get in when he was telling me no, and I wanted to get a few things. Do you get me? That's how that whole incident came about.
Oh,
That
I
was
heard
hilarious,
that. But yeah, that was funny, that clip though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I saw the funny side of it as well. You get me? Because, but at first it weren't funny because you had some little, I don't know, some young-minded people that was running with the fact that, like, our Arsenal man get dashed out of Tesco for teething, like, red big man like Arsenal man,
Yeah,
like,
try to
I'm like,
tarnish you.
bruv, if you don't know me,
Yeah, come on.
do even if I was gonna do that, yeah, I won't like the embarrassment. You get me? So I don't know. As you know, yeah, it's not like to say I was with someone. I didn't even know that video was being recorded.
Yeah.
You know, that was just a random person that videoed me, and it just went viral like that. You get it? So, like, in that sense, like, I had to, if I was that type of person, like, or whatever, yeah, that. I'm in the back of my head, I'm thinking of the embarrassment. So it wasn't that I was trying to go in there to teeth anything or nothing like that at all. Do you get it? I was just arguing with the brother physically there. I'm saying to you, you can't tell me to come out the shop because I'm not one of these people fighting over stock and all these things. I just wanted to get my things or try and see if there's any things inside the store and cut.
But on a different note now, fucking, I swear you've been successful doing this, like, these headphone parties.
Yeah, do you know what it is?
You've been there from the beginning doing this thing, innit?
Do you know what it is? Like with this whole headphones thing and keeping dances and whatnot, like a lot of the time I was I've been viral, as many people will see. Like there's been a lot of viral clips that went around the place, and obviously certain people used to say to me, you know what, you should do something with that, like, you get me, whether it is, a lot of the time people say that you need your own show, or you need your own YouTube channel and whatnot, whatever. In all honesty, I don't know how to go about all of that, like, you get me. It's not like to say the videos that sent me viral, it was all an act, it's all real emotions, it's just me as a person, like, you get me. I never put in nothing on, I never acted or,
but
you know what I mean?
that's the bonus though, because it's natural, it just comes.
I know, but when they were saying that you could make money from it and you should take it serious, I didn't know, like, how to go about that in terms of making money or going on the YouTube and having my own channel. However, what I did sit down and analyze there was the fact that I got this buzz over the internet. Like everyone's telling me, oh, like you should have your own show, have your own channel and whatnot. So I said, you know what? Let me take this little buzz that I got here and start, because I'm already a person that goes out, dances and off the internet and all of that.
It makes sense.
People know me anyway because I go parties and I support dances and the rest of it. Like, do you get it? So I'm saying to myself, what? I might as well take this attention that I've got on the social medias and put it into something to get me. So I've built this thing where I'm the Arsenal man. You get me? Like, I've built a platform. So, like, as I've been told, because I don't want to seem big-headed, so as I've been told, people have now said to me, you've got a following, because there's people that have actually come.
You know you got a following. You tried it.
I know, but you know you have to just do it for those that like, you know, you got the people that will say that, oh, you're too big-headed, watch him there. You get me? So you just have to throw it out there just to cover those haters. You understand? So obviously I've built the attention from off of social network into the raving thing, and I've put on dances. Every dance that I've kept, apart from one, I was assisted, and I went halves with somebody, and they basically, no, actually, you know what, let me not lie, they put most of the money in, and I done all the other promotions and got the crowd in and whatnot, whatever, and they just broke me off or whatever. Like, so, but as I saw how that went, I've put up the promotion again, and then I've started to do it and hold my own as well. Do you know what I mean? Because they're like, if you know, they would have a lot to say when you don't do things by yourself or you take a little help from someone, because they're because they're like, if people's coming into your dance and spending, they want to know where's the money going to and whatnot, whatever. So, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, the whole attention from the social networks, the Instas and the Snaps and whatever, I took that and built this Arsenal man promotions, and like, you know, I've put on dances, and every dance that I've put on, never had no beef.
Yeah.
Beer vibes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Like,
High success rate, yeah, the high success rate.
do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just pure vibes. People say that I've been to men's dances as well. Like, what the vibes that you see in my dances resemble me as a person.
Right.
Do you get it?
Yeah, come on.
Like, so, like, yeah, I've done that, and I've been doing that for like the last, I would say, probably 2-3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you get me?
Mm.
And each one that I've done, as I said, is been a bit successful, and I've had a lot of people ask me, so as the
When's the
place is
post
opening
Yes.
back up again,
Yeah.
when you
Post
bring him back
lockdown.
out,
You gotta
and
let us
next
know
one
when the
and
next one
whatnot.
is. Trust me, we're dead
And,
there. We're dead there.
I'm contemplating on how we go about that as well, because obviously, yes, it's very evident to know that you got a little a vibe going, you got
Yeah,
a
come on.
platform, you got a following, do something with it. So, you know, when I sit down and I think of probably brainstorming, taking the crowd to a different location maybe, or trying to change the event so it's
Yeah.
more
Everyone likes to party,
sophisticated
so
or whatever,
got
like,
somewhere
do you know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's not so
It's gonna go
much
off.
like a trendy thing, like, or it's a sportswear or a tracksuit, like a ragamuffin, like a hood thing. Make it more kind of sophisticated and
Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah, and a touch of
things
class.
like that.
A
Yeah,
touch of class.
touch of,
Yeah, I know what you
right
mean, I
on the
know
nail.
what you
You
mean.
get me? So I'm thinking on it, like, you get me, and we'll see what happens. You get me? But I just don't want to make rational decisions that I see everybody throwing up flyers and everyone's ready and everyone's
So
back out there.
is the next one your birthday? Let's just give us that. 'cause we know
Maybe,
you're-
yeah, maybe, because that gives
That's
me
enough
enough time
time.
to assess things, because you know, someone can't trust Boris, you know.
Tell
You
him,
get
tell
me?
him.
But can't trust
Can't
Boris.
trust him at
You get
all.
me? So yeah, after this, you get me? I'm easy. Whereas everyone's flinging out flyers and my dance next week, headphone this one next week, and hotel party next week, and this one. No, no go on. Cause you see, one thing that I want to keep to my representation, yeah. My parties have never been locked off.
Yeah.
Never. And I'm not saying that it can't be locked off. Do you get it? But I don't want that on my CV.
Yeah.
All right.
Got you.
Do you
That's
get it?
proper. I can respect that.
Like, so I'd rather just see how the thing go, and then boom, we see where we could go from there.
All right. So something that the people might not know about you,
Mm-hmm.
that you might not even know that I know, is that I've got a little whisper from a little birdie. Is that you're now on the whole dancehall artistry kind of thing now. So you're trying to lay it down in the studio.
Yo, I don't even know this. Yo.
I'm even shocked.
You don't got the scoop. You don't got the scoop.
Say OnlyFans or something.
Even me. All right, then.
Yo.
So let's clarify your point there.
Listen, so you're coming into doing the dancehall
Oh,
king,
my
little
God.
music, little vibes. Like, you've been in the studio. Let's
Yeah,
talk about it. Tell the
I would
camera.
I would say that, like, to be fair, yeah, I've always liked the idea of being an artist anyway. Do you know what I mean? I feel like,
Like attention.
huh?
You like attention. Not like that, but you like the whole.
Oh, the
Yeah,
vibes,
like
the
the
people
vibe
loving your-
of
like the
the
fans
front and
and
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like how life went. Before I made certain mistakes in man's life back then, it's like I kind of grew up like never really knowing what I want to do with my life in terms of career-wise or whatever. Like, do you know what I mean? I know I liked music. I liked the artist side of things, writing songs or whatever. I used to be an MC back in the day. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And
hold on.
do the garage thing and
knew.
and rapping and all of that.
Do you know
Like,
what
you
this-
get me? But that kind of passed this phase as we left school. You know, we're starting to find ourselves. You start finding your identity, looking girls and that. So,
Quickly. So did you always have an accent, or is the accent brought on because of the culture you're in now? You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah, that.
Yeah. Okay.
That.
Right, well, since we're on there, because I know we're on the
You've got- you've got some
but
action
since you're
for
on
you.
there, no, I need to, yeah, because I get people, because I'm in similar circles, and I get people saying, trying to rub you out, that you're not even Jamaican.
That's what I heard. And I was
Okay,
like,
so-
Why
so
you got
for
an
the-
accent,
so
blah,
for
blah,
the
blah.
facts,
Come
yeah.
clear it up.
So for the facts, let me just clear this up.
Background check. Background
Let me just
check.
clear this
The
up.
time is now.
Let me clear this up. My dad is Nigerian,
Okay.
full Nigerian.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, let me just and this is actually personal, but I'm gonna put it out there just to clear up this,
One
right?
time
Yeah.
only.
Yes.
One time only.
On done with
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
see it here.
My dad lives 10 minutes from me. Yeah. But I couldn't tell you when last I see my dad. Probably 7 years. He lives 10 minutes from me.
But is he
My
Jamaican?
dad, no, my dad's Nigerian and he only has one child.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
get me? I don't know nothing about the Nigerian side. So how can you expect me, or like as people would say, why don't you embrace being Nigerian, or you're Nigerian but they're dismissing the Jamaican side. I've got
You're half,
nothing
you're
to
half.
embrace about the Nigerian side because I don't know nothing.
Yeah, but
I don't
Mum's
even have a
Jamaican.
relationship
Mum's
with it.
Jamaican.
Yeah, my mum's
Oh, you're good,
Jamaican.
you're good,
Do you get
you're
it?
good.
She's born in this country
You're
though.
good.
Let me just state that.
You're
My
third-
mum's
you're
born
third
in
generation.
this.
You're
Yeah, but my
third
third
generation.
generation, you could say,
Yeah.
but she's
Yeah.
from Jamaica, like you
Yeah,
get me.
yeah.
But obviously, where the accent, as you said, comes, or the lingo, should I say, going raving from early and being around yardies and whatnot, whatever, it's just grown on man and whatnot, or whatever, and yeah.
So back to the music, because before I forgot, he's making tracks, guys. I need to come
So have
on.
you got artist name or are you gonna still use Arsenal Man? Or Sparks?
Well, it depends though, because I wouldn't say that I've actually broke into the industry
scene,
like to be recognized as an artist.
But it won't be hard, because time you use your platform, it would be a
Yeah, I
minute.
would.
It's
No,
quick.
I guess
It's like,
so.
he's like a Queen
I
of the
guess
Gangster
so.
where you like,
So what's they're making like Bashman?
No, I'll just say that like I don't even think it's bad. Like if I was to be recognized as an artist here, I don't even feel like I would want to be recognized as a bashman or a dancehall artist.
Yeah.
I would probably want to be an artist that gets recognized for music that can go mainstream.
Yeah,
like music that can be played on like Radio 1, One Extra, like do you know
All
one
right,
of them?
So no, I don't know what you're talking about. So can
Because
you have a
Bash-
taste
yeah,
now?
yeah,
like a
he's
little
like-
bit, just a little something.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
we drop a beat, like come on, you're confident.
I
just
don't know.
Even a line.
I don't.
Is it-
Run
even
with it,
even
run
a
with
line-
it. I swear if I run the rhythm and I swear they're gonna rock out.
A little
Rock
something.
out.
Come on.
Rock out. Yo!
No, I can't do that.
All right. I
Just
could
give us
say.
a vibe then, or something to let us know.
I
what you
could
guys
say.
do.
Okay. Let's see. I think these niggas hate me when they see me getting love. If you're anyone in Hackney, yeah, you gotta know Sparks. I took a couple L's on my come up, but because I realised how the hood really is, I do one up. So anytime I step out and I'm shown love, bad mind take over some man like Rum does. So I keep my distance like COVID and get into the money. That's my motive, and I hope I see my team lift a trophy.
See, I love that. I love that energy.
That was like a man. Don't get me wrong. I love all that poetry, flourishing business that you're dealing with here. I want to feel like a little way of when you come here. You come to me and from party. Yo, don't you get me that? Come to me and from party. I thought
I thought it was gonna be that wave. I thought
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
wave
be
up the thing.
It's been done.
But no, you do the thing, sis. But I don't know what to put that under because I thought he's gonna come with a little Yardi accent and thing. That was like, that's a bit cockney, man, isn't it?
I thought you was gonna come
That's the
with
real
it.
Arsenal flow.
But like as I said, like if it's something, because you know what it is here. It's like I would.
Let me go for you. Come, take the studio.
What is
They get me come to me and from party. Let's get number one.
No, do you know
And
what?
from party. Let's get number one.
And you probably will have the hooks for it as well.
Come on, you know my thing.
But you know what it is?
Was
It's
the man behind the...
behind that whole little music and little artisan thing there, yeah, it's like I would write something, maybe a 16 or 8 bar, and then I'll put it down and I just won't even bother with it no more. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I don't really have the links like that behind the music thing,
got
or
the links,
someone pushing me to say,
You're not
do
utilising
it.
them,
Like,
but you
yeah,
definitely
maybe
you got
like
links,
I'm
you got
not,
links.
as you lot say, I'm not utilising it. Then like, but maybe I don't have that motivation or somebody to
passion.
push me to say, yeah, you know what, you should actually go and do music. Like, you get me? if it's a passion, if it's something you like, you get me. It can happen. It can happen.
You
for
are-
like,
So where do you two get the scoop from? Because you got all the
Listen, we
scoops.
got the little tea.
Yeah, they got the
We
two scoops
tea.
like ice
We gotta
cream.
do our research.
Yeah.
We do our thing when it comes to our
I'm
guests.
telling you, like, 'cause some of the stuff that they're bringing up on me, I'm
Like,
like,
wow.
whoa.
Yo, yeah.
I even said to
Yo.
her, like, Ray, was you at one of my events?
Yo, yeah. They got the scoops.
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
I'm telling you guys, watch out when you come on their car.
She might even
Serious?
do a little rap for us herself.
Listen, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I feel like it's only right, don't know.
Yeah, we said you be
Yeah, I
rapping
feel
as
like
well,
it's
yeah.
only right, don't know.
What?
She's on the pen game challenge.
Let me end the
like,
Ooh.
a long time ago. You know, they put it on air.
Come on, it's only right. I feel like
I'm gonna
it's
ask
only
Mark about
right.
the pen game thing. What, is that Mark's page, yeah?
Got it.
I'm
No.
looking, let me look for it
It
right
was an
now.
undercover thing. It was
Wow,
just a
pen game.
playground thing.
Anyway.
But let me just clarify something for the camera as well, yeah? I weren't even rapping and weren't even considered as an artist, but I hands down won that pen game challenge. I went viral.
Oh,
Are you mad? I can
Yeah,
tell
he did it.
listen, I went
Oh,
viral
yeah.
when I was in Wales and Arsenal lost. I'm giving my true emotion to it. And I said, Puss will if I ever see check. I had the baddest remix. And I don't even know who edited it. I don't even know who edited it.
I remember.
It was cold. I won that challenge.
Try not to get back in. You
Come
probably
on,
did
I
that
won that
thing.
challenge.
Oh
Then-
my
and you know
God.
what's so
Hey.
deep about it as well, yeah? I was in my yard, just normal doing my own me. Someone's like, look on Link Up TV, look on Nines' page, look on This Is One page. There's a video of you, and I'm like,
It was the draw out.
someone
no.
actually took the
Who's the
video
microphone, yeah?
and done the edits, and it went viral.
No, that was close to. I can't
Did you
lie.
get it?
Yeah.
I
Like,
can't lie. I can't
Got a
lie.
bit
About that.
serious now. though.
Bloody hell.
He went viral on the beat still. It's not like he spat and killed the beat.
oh, you had to
Now,
try,
let's
yo,
let's
what's
just get
this
this straight.
funny
Let's just get this straight though. He went
You had
viral.
to put that one in,
Pussy
didn't
on
you?
TikTok. Yeah? They remixed
No,
it.
yeah, obviously.
It got remixed,
So,
yeah?
so,
Yeah,
so,
but
to
still.
the person who edited
No, you
that,
went
yeah,
viral.
they made me win that challenge, hands down. Moms didn't even recognize me too. You should have. I'll bust an instrumental if I ever see check.
That was cold.
Of
Alright,
course.
alright.
Let's get
We're
serious
gonna put that
now.
one up.
I can't serious now.
Alright, alright,
Especially got a
alright,
question for you guys, yeah, because you don't ask us nothing, so we got something for y'all.
Ooh.
So we want to ask, like, what makes a man, and what differentiates a guy from a boy from a man?
What separates the boys from the men?
Yeah.
Let's talk big talk. Yeah.
Well.
What that's
No,
I feel like. Oh, do you wanna go,
No, you
Mac?
go
Yeah?
first. You go first.
All right. Well,
Guess him.
I feel like, yeah, to answer it, I want you to be a bit more specific. Like when you said, "What do we think separates a boy from a man?" In what perspective or context? are you
Every
putting that
aspect.
in?
It's round.
No, because
aspect.
man could say that a boy from a man in this situation is not going to be a boy from a man in a different situation. Do you
Alright,
get it? So
got
what
you.
context are you putting it in?
However you want to answer it, my bro.
Within your household.
All right then,
within
all right
the-
then. So for me, yeah.
What's your perspective? Innit?
All right then. So for me, yeah. Like for example, one thing that I think separates a boy and a man, yeah. And I apologize if anyone's offended by this, yeah. But what I don't understand, yeah, is man them that don't take care of their kids.
All right.
I don't understand that one. And you know what makes it even worse as well, yeah? Is because you're on the road and you make money.
All right.
You got hella stats.
But it's not even about the money.
No, but the reason why I'm saying that, yeah, is because you give your baby mother, even if your baby mother's crosses, because you do have some of them.
Crosses.
Yeah? But I'm saying even if she is crosses or whatever, yeah, you're giving her ammunition because you don't mind your you.
Okay.
And how can a man that's got resources to make looking after this you or this child, should I say, more better for the mother and for yourself because it's your child as well? How can you not want to do that? Like, do you get it? I don't understand that. So, like, I feel like when you're saying what separates a boy from a man, I feel like in that situation, where the separation is that you've got men living in a boy's mentality and boys
Right.
living in a men's mentality.
Got it perfectly. for me, it's never an age thing. It's a mentality.
age is nothing.
It's your mind frame, because there's young boys that are on stuff and showing themselves up, and then there's big man that you would just be thinking, really? So it's a mind frame.
Or
It's how
vice
you,
versa.
I really, you hit the nail on the head there.
Trillion.
Yes.
So what differentiates
A girl
a
to a
girl
woman,
to a woman.
yeah. Vice versa. Now we're putting it to you lot.
I think it's the same. I think it's for me personally, I'm gonna say I think it's a mind frame and experiences.
So what's a woman's mentality and what's a girl's mentality?
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I would say that I felt like I worked a good job, I had a child, I had a house from early, and I felt like I was a big woman. Any conversation you had with me, if you tried to say anything, I'm a big woman, I got my own house, I got my child, blah 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 blah, and I wasn't. I hadn't been through experiences. There's experiences that I had to go through to shape me, and I might not even be the full package yet, because there might still be more lessons I need to go through. But I think life experience is what makes you the full picture.
Yeah, I agree with
It's
that.
a mentality, but the experiences adds to it, and how you deal with those experiences, how you approach it, how you handle it. That was for me personally.
Yeah.
So you might have a bit more to add.
I can't do too much talking, so I'm gonna leave it to you, girl.
I think that was on the-
That's
on the-
it really.
on the
Like I
head,
feel like that's the
definitely.
way it is, because I was screaming that from young. Anyone who knows me, I'm a big woman. I've got my job. You can't
Most
tell
people
me
say that once
nothing.
they have a child as well.
I got my
they think
child,
they're a big
and
woman.
I when I look back now in hindsight, I'm like, yo, you didn't know nothing. Even my perspective on relationships, my perspective on men cheating, like everything was very young-minded. Where now I've been
So
through
how's your
experiences.
perception on men now?
I
Are you
think-
one of those girls? Because let me cut you when I say this.
Go on, Sparks. Give it to them. Your turn
Obviously,
to give it to
like,
them now.
Give it to them.
when I feel like us men carry this stigma of being all the same. So do you have a mentality now that is still much a mentality that some girls came up with when they was young, that men are all the same?
I don't have that stigma anymore. I think every man's different and in their own way. But I think you bring out a different side of a man.
Yeah.
So-
Because I think that how a man is with me in a relationship, he will be totally different with another girl. He might be so disrespectful with me. He's treating me like a queen, or vice versa. Do you get what I'm saying?
So it's funny you say that, yeah. Then when like you're meeting someone for the
I
first
thought we were sure this in her. Yo. I'm joking.
like, so when you meet a guy for the first time, like, and you want to get to know him, like you know that it's a two-way thing. Like, he's got to prove to you that he's getting to know you, why he likes you and whatnot, whatever, and then vice versa. That's the same thing. But would you say, that like it's another stigma that men carry, that like you're moving to a girl, you like her and whatnot, and this girl's like, why should I take you serious? Why are you different from any other guy?
Interview. She's giving you an interview.
Do you want to go with that?
Yeah, what's all this interview
Do you want me
business?
to go?
No, we can move on to
It's not that,
the other
because-
subject, but it's just, I was
It
just
depends on what
touching
the
it,
girl's
you
been
know.
shown, innit? Like, if we've been shown the same thing over and over, we're gonna come with that stigma because we ain't had nothing better. So for me, it's not about asking; it's about you showing me. I'm not gonna ask you. I want you to show me. And then first few months, I want you to show me. If them, I'm gonna follow you that tea. Like,
Don't you think that goes
Also,
into...
no, wait,
Go on, go on,
sorry.
go on.
You
No,
gotta
no.
look at your peers, because I think a lot of you ruin it for the other person. So a couple guys ruin it for some of the good guys.
Yeah.
So then we have that stigma, like, to say what separates you from the rest of them.
But then,
And-
like, if you're saying like everyone's an individual, like,
Yeah, I wouldn't
just like
pass on the fence,
just a second ago, you said that basically, you know, that every guy is different. So then it shouldn't matter about your peers. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you can't be like have your back up because of what you've been through.
No,
in your
but
last
he's
relationship.
asking
That's
in
like,
general. So me as an individual, yes, I
Yeah.
can take you as who you are, showing me yourself. But some
Yeah.
women have been so scarred by different men
yes.
that they need you to
Caliber,
show them
yeah.
that you're different. They need you to stand apart from them. Do you understand? And to be fair, in defense of some of those women, because I'm a woman myself, I'm going to say that they are almost honest with you about that. They tell you where they've come from. They've had a guy that has done this. They've had a guy that's done that. Like, so when they've opened up that side to you, then you need to show them that's not me.
But
Like,
before we move on to obviously whatever next we discuss here, in connection to what you just now said, like, I beg to differ on that point though.
go ahead.
And I say that because yes, there's some facts in what you're saying, women have gone through some things, so like the onus may be on the guy to show them, look, yeah, I'm different, and you know, I'm gonna give you something different. However, what about the girls that know what they're dealing with, the guy they're dealing with, the guy you're going after? You know they're bad news and you still go there.
No, but like what T
You
said.
still go there. So
This-
when you're
this
saying
way
that,
gets repetitive.
when you're then
This way
saying
gets
that,
repetitive.
oh, we have to prove to you because of what you go through. Sometimes you invite the crosses on yourself.
No, but like what T said, that man might be crosses to that girl though, and I might have something different that's gonna make that man not crosses.
No,
Yeah.
but
There's
what I'm
certain man that
talking
fuck up,
about,
and they
yeah.
meet that girl that changes their whole.
But what I'm
perspective
talking
on the
about-
girl.
I love that, but let me know. I love that, but if you're, I think you should be coming. Your first foot that you should be putting forward is what are you doing different from, like, you get me? It should just be a flow thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you
Exactly.
now you got to show something. You get what I mean? Now you got to live up to something. Say if you can't live up to it now, but you might have had the intentions to do it. But
right.
now,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But that's why I said that man
You
is
said
what
this.
Sometimes,
You said that.
sometimes they've seen you. They've not come directly with that. They've seen you, and you're showing signs of that guy. So
Yes.
then they want you to show them something
Yeah,
different.
if it's a red flag,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
get
So
it.
they've
Yeah,
seen
red
these
flags
red
is
flags.
red
They've
flags.
seen these before, and then they're seeing, okay, so he's doing this again, and that's what my guy used to do. And you
Yeah.
don't like the comparison, but it's going to happen
But
because
If
that's what
there's
they
red
know.
flags, if there's
But
red
would you
flags,
say- would
because
you
it's
say-
vice versa.
But would you say
It's
no?
vice
Would
One
you
versa.
say
red flag with them on the girl side, and then they're blaming every
Paddy.
woman now.
But
Every
then-
woman
No, vice
stays there,
versa.
blah, blah, blah.
I'm-
But
vice
no,
versa.
I said you'll
Yeah.
get scorned, get cheated on once, and the next woman's definitely gonna feel that burn. You get
Yeah.
me? I feel like
No.
with a woman we have to just learn to forget it, yeah, and then move on now. You get me?
No, but what I'm saying, all right, then you see, even the fact of what you lot just said, that's a very important word. What you just said, red flags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to them.
Okay, so you see, when you see red flags, I'm talking about a whole persona,
Perspective.
yeah,
Of
of
yeah.
how someone moves, the way how they you will see them move around people. Like, you get me? When there's, say, like an event or something going on or whatever, like you see, you can just see someone's persona. You
Yeah.
can see when someone's got little signs of red
Can I
flags
ask
and
you
you
something?
still actually go there. So how can you then turn around as the woman and then be like, oh, we've got to show you that we're different because of what you've went through when
Well,
you
yeah,
invite
Are
it,
you going
when you
down
invite
the
it
road?
or
every-
not.
Are you
every
going
Tom,
down
Dick
the
and Harry
road?
she's
Are you
flirting
going
with.
down the road of?
Basically,
They-
I know what you're
Do you
saying.
understand where I'm
They
coming
always
from?
go for the bad guys a little piece, and they dismiss the good guys. Is that what you're going down the road?
I wouldn't say that, I'm going down that road for that,
That
but
does
like
happen,
I'm
though.
just
A lot.
it
A
does
lot of the
happen
time
though.
I say
happen.
80% of the time that happens. I'll say.
And then you know what, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're a woman as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't most women say that they prefer a bad boy though?
100%.
Oh, exactly.
I'm-
Wait.
I'm-
So wait. Watch this now, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look. You prefer a bad boy, yeah? Then you are the same woman that is
Yeah.
gonna come and tell
But you know
us
what,
that
let me
we have to
tell you.
prove to
Alright,
you that
hold
we're
on,
different
hold on.
because of what you
With
went
me-
through when you're inviting dramas into
what's
your own
alright,
life.
what's
What's
badness?
badness? What's
This
badness?
is the church coming out. I like the church coming out. You
Hold
know.
on, it's a sense of security. It's a sense
like
of
this.
security, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not gonna lie, there is some hood gentlemen. There's some guys that's on badness,
We can't
but
get
has
on
a
our
whole
shows.
soft side for
The
their
James
woman.
Bond, the James Bond
That
thing.
on the roadside, you can't chat to them, but with their woman, they do all the whole,
Yeah.
the whole soft side. That's what most women are looking for.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's men that can't separate the two.
They don't
That the
know.
badness from the road, they come into
Oh,
talk to
so
you
what
the
you're
same
saying?
way
So what
and
you're
blah,
saying
blah,
is that
blah.
you like the badness, but you want a bit of gentleman in it.
Yeah, I wanna.
The James Bond business to that part.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
in this
The ghost, you know the ghost, you know the ghost persona. You got maybe like ghosts.
No,
They got maybe like ghosts.
no.
You ask me?
And what's your badness? Your badness on the street is not badness to the woman.
It shouldn't be that.
Exactly.
But what's about,
That's
yeah?
a street lad.
Yeah.
Just like your mum shouldn't know. Just like your mum shouldn't know your badness. Your woman
Alright, cool.
shouldn't really get that vibe.
When you come
I
to the
heard
door, you're
this though,
holding
heard this
the
though,
person.
yeah. Cool. You are saying that, everything like that, yeah. But then boom, yeah. The man's out here doing his thing and everything like that, yeah. He's trying not to let his girl knows what he's doing at all.
Yeah.
But every minute she wants to ask, you need to tell me what you're doing, you know.
I'm
Because-
not
understand.
gonna lie. You know what? You know what else is really funny? You know them ones, the girls that want. I want every one of your numbers. I want all the numbers, even the badness. I want
Yeah,
every
why?
number.
Why?
But it's just. I don't know. It's a woman's. There's a certain level of
Security.
possessiveness
Oh,
and wanting to
possessiveness.
know
Okay,
what's
okay.
going on. Like
Yeah.
it's like
See, but I don't want to know the badness.
I don't think you should want to know the badness.
I don't want to know.
Long as like, that's how you gonna separate.
it's
Because now you know.
insecurity. I think it's an insecurity.
All right, then, so look
Not
at
too
it.
much.
So then,
when you want to be
difference,
bitching now, you get me?
So then-
I'm telling on you.
No.
All of that.
No.
So, all right, then,
So
so-
your girls.
That's a
Nah,
lie.
Let's hold it down.
But then you got to
Bear
invest
guns.
in that
Even if they
relationship. So I'm not going
even-
to switch on you.
yeah.
I've got investment.
No.
Where investment
So
is
how
at?
about
Even if they're not
then
gonna
you
snitch, they still threaten. Like 80% of the time, they're not. They won't snitch. But they still, if an argument comes up, they're still trying to bring that
Not
up.
me, that's your kind
Do
of
you understand? Yes,
They
exactly.
are.
I can't
Trust
invite
me.
myself into
Okay, but
I
I'm
agree with
talking.
that one still.
I'm not talking about this YouTube. I'm talking about on women.
On a whole,
do you know what I
on
mean?
general.
There
So-
are women like that out there, but you know what? You gotta pick your
women
woman
right,
right.
yeah.
That's it.
No matter what background you come from, yeah, you could be a nurse, yeah. You could be a rascal working in fucking Sainsbury's, yeah. So it's not even about background; it's about mentality.
It is though,
It
because
goes back to
I'm not
mentality again.
naive. I'm not naive to the
Cool.
whole life as
Yeah.
much people probably.
But it goes down to
others,
mentality
so-
because I've had girls that work in Rascal Bank.
In that film, the thing.
Does she snitch? I don't know if she does.
I've had girl working in bank
No, not that one,
that will try and snitch on man, and I've had girl on the roads that will say the same shit. So, and then I've had girl on the roads that will never do that, and I've had working girl that will never do that either. So
Yeah, it
it's
just- it
more,
depends
it's
on the
mentality.
woman. Yeah,
mentality.
It's mentality.
That's
It's
right,
not
I'll
about.
get you on
It's
that.
not about. You know what I'm saying?
It's mentality.
Yeah, so that this really boils down to the fact that there's some things that as a woman you keep to yourself or you keep to your girls, and there's some things you do as a man that you wouldn't exactly say to your woman or girls, and you just keep to the man them.
Do you know what? I respect
yeah,
that.
you
though.
can't
I
be a-
respect
It's
that
like
you
if you're
keep
going
it
through, if you're going
I'm
through
not saying
something
girl
like
slam, but you can't be a man clown. You
Yeah,
can't be a
understand.
girl.
You know what?
Trust
I've
me.
been in certain situations, and I've been with a guy that's been very tied up in that life, and he's always said to me, the one thing he said to me is that there's certain things you don't need to know. So if anything you got roped up in anything, you generally don't know. Because when you're talking to police or whatever,
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If a lie detector, whatever, you actually don't know. It's not a lie. Do you get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I respect that side of things as well,
Yeah.
but you keep the two separate.
Yeah.
So
So then, I wouldn't just blame it all on a woman. I say a man's mentality as well, because you got to know how to. When your woman is firing questions at you, you need to know how to answer. But you can't just be answering in a hot-headed.
Yeah, but no,
dismissive.
but
Or
you know-
dismissive. You got to be.
Yeah, and I agree with you
So,
on that.
security in a relationship. Security is a big thing. It's a big factor.
All right, then,
Security,
but
so-
when you say security in a relationship, like, could you just break that down for the viewers, like, in
Okay, I'm talking
what
about-
do you mean?
I'm talking about security on both levels. I'm talking about
It's the spark
security
show.
for a man and security for a woman. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so for example, like when
What?
you say security for a woman now, yeah, like that security for the woman could be that, like, oh, my man runs this block, or my man's this bad boy and he's this. So when it suits the woman, she can draw up the argument, or she can act whoever she's got a problem with, whether it be a girl or a guy, and be like, oh, you're not better than my man, or you can't chat to my man, and
Chatty patty business. Them girls
man's
there-
gonna pull
them
up
girls-
my
them
man,
girls
my man's
fire
gonna this,
though.
that,
Them
and the
girls
other,
there
like,
can't
you get
chat to
me?
patty.
No, but them girls cause unnecessary drama.
Yeah.
But
Like-
this is why
Chat too
badness
much,
don't want
girl.
badness. This is why badness don't want badness. That's why a bad man don't want that kind of girl, because she's gonna bring that heat.
Draw out,
That's why you
draw
don't
out.
get a good girl. He's not gonna bring you that heat.
Yeah.
You
Them
get
type
me?
of girl
You
I
don't want
don't
that good girl, because the good girl gonna cause you them
Wait,
dramas.
but
But to a
then-
certain level,
But it's not
they
all
want them
hood
to
girl, there's certain hood
understand
girl that know the
it. You don't
code.
girl that don't know
No,
about
but the
street
good
life.
girl will know the code. What she likes, she's
Yeah.
gonna learn that blood clot code.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
learning it for
Like I
you.
said, it's mentality.
She's not
Because
she's
you
not
can
strong,
have-
she's learning it.
Listen, yeah. Women like to confide in other women as well. You get me? Yeah, this man, I'm with this man right now. What's he do? Then, oh my God, he does that. There's going to be lots
we
more
know how
talk
to lie.
amongst
Nah,
women.
sorry.
We know how to
It's
lie.
not that lying. I'm not saying that you're not lying.
Is it entrepreneur? I got a
I'm not
business,
saying that
and
you're
this
not
and that.
lying. Let me learn. I'm not saying that you're not lying. But I'm saying that women more like to confide in other women more than guys do. You're not going to confide in your brethren as much
And
as
remember,
a woman would
and
confide
remember,
in
Guys, I don't believe that.
No,
I
and
don't
you know why
I don't
I
believe
agree
that.
with him. You know why I agree with him? Because you know why I agree with you, Matt? Because remember the point where man was saying that, like, they were saying that, like, you lot were saying you want more, you want a bad boy, but you want a bit of a gentleman with it as well. However, when you want something, you can't like you have to want everything that it comes with as well. Do you understand? So you're saying that you want a bad boy, but you want a gentleman with it. But the part of wanting a bad boy can come with the you knowing that okay, he's a bad boy. He could be chatting to other girls. He could be doing this. He could be doing that. But if that he's got that and he's about that, then how are you inviting that or entertaining that and then gonna say that we have to prove to you that like we're different when you're going after knowing that that's a red flag.
We don't always want a bad man.
Do you know what? I'm gonna say not everyone. Not everyone that wants that lifestyle is cut out for it. So that's where the balance comes from. Not everyone who wants it is cut out for it.
But
there's some girls that want the badness, but they don't want it. What it comes with.
But sometimes you don't know the badness. The man might come to you. Let's be real. He's gonna come to you in a certain way. You might meet him in a certain place, and he's a bad man, but you don't know that. But you like the person, and now you're falling for the bad man, and now you're not gonna take away because he's a bad man. I don't like you no more. I like you. I'll roll with it now.
No, but all right then. You know the reason why. But you know the reason why you can backtrack.
But if a girl tells me she's a badders, if a girl tells me she's a badders, I'm a badders. Okay, you're badders. Yeah. You know what time it is. When we link up, we do our little badness. Yeah. And that's it. We might even link up. We might even link up on a regular occasion. But you are a badders.
You know what? It's true. What C's
And you're admitting you're a badders.
saying is right. There's some guys that don't out front show
Yeah, don't see that life. Yeah.
You might
But
see
then you're
something
hiding,
in it,
but you're hiding behind the fact of saying that when you then now start to see that the guy's a bad boy because he didn't actually really see this in the first place, that you can't withdraw because you're falling for him. That's bullshit because man's protecting man's peace through all costs. You get me? Through all costs. Alright then, like that's even man's mentality now. Man's protecting man's peace over everything. Like you get me? So you're basically then trying to say that because you've now found out that this guy's XYZ, you can't say, you know what, that's not for me and withdraw yourself from it because you're falling for this guy.
You can, but you know that's not how love works. That's not how it works. Let's be real.
But then if that's not how love works, that's why so many gal are getting used and so many girls go through situations where they feel like man done this and man done that and man done this and man done that.
I'm man too though.
No, not really. Not really. Alright then, wait. Listen. Yeah? Why do you think, a lot of the time when you want to move to a girl or you like a girl, you're trying to get to know or whatever, certain times girls act a bit too much and full on and they want you to prove as the man that you're different. Like you get me? Because you lot as women, if I'm allowed to say, women have gone through a bag of situations. How comes you're not with this man that you said you was with 6 months ago? Then 2 months ago, then 1 week ago, and you got you understand? So where I'm going with that is that like obviously you're not learning from your situation, so you can't say that men in that perspective is the same as women because men are the ones that are doing or putting you lot through something and they've got their girl on us and they're not really businessing about you lot, like you get me? So you can't put men and women in the same bracket on that subject. You get it?
Well, doesn't mean because a man's bad she's gonna treat you bad.
No,
because there's guys that are good that I've had experiences with and I've gone with a good you and he ain't no fucking good you because what he's on the badness on the street. He's done me more fuckery than the man that was on the road doing badness. Do you get me? So you can't put on just badness as badness.
You can't for real because there's some working boys, there's some working man.
There's some working man, there's some white boys that think they're white. They'll do fuckery.
Yeah, because they don't.
What are you talking about?
So it's about the balance of mentality. That's what I say it's going to go back to. You know why?
Probably,
because you can go to work. Let me know. You can go to work here. You girls talk about, I love a little bad boy and everything. And also she sees something on TV or she loves a little bad boy. You malfunction now. You don't even know how to act. You go to work. Yeah, you're good you. Yeah. Through and through and through. Yeah. Now, you don't go out, you don't fight, you don't do nothing. Now your girls badding you up in the argument. You don't even know how to act. You've malfunctioned. Now, because I don't even want to say the word pussy boy, but you just don't fight. You just don't do nothing on the road whatsoever. Yeah. Your girl's badding you up too. Yeah. One day you've tried to, you try to stand up to your girl. Yeah. You're not as good as your mouth as the woman is. No, but I'm saying the scenario. Facts. I'm a bad boy. I'm from the road, innit? But I'm saying like, there's some men, they're not from the road at all.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. They don't know how to handle the situation. There's malfunction. Or you're hearing your girl talk about, oh, he's a bad boy. You're hearing all types of things from your woman. How do you handle it?
I think we know who's the real bad boy though. Like, who's really on it and who's not.
I think you're talking from experience when he's talking about, you know, the whole
as well.
hood girls, and when you find out, when you like someone, you find out they're hood or whatever, you should walk away. But my situation, I had a hood guy that I was rubbing him out because he's hood. Rubbing him out, and I went to the guy who wasn't hood, and he was worse, and I was regretting the fact that I didn't go with the hood guy because just because I thought he was too hood, I rubbed him out. I proper rubbed him out.
And most of you
then
guys want to
more
change
time-
anyway. We don't even like.
Well, I
So
might
did
get
you rub him out?
I think
Did
it's
you-
the
did
right
you rub
woman.
it?
The right woman can make you
Yeah,
act
no,
a different
Or
way.
anything.
Chemistry,
Yeah.
chemistry, and
Yeah.
what goes with chemistry? So if you're gonna start a relationship and you need to find chemistry and motivation. Basically, you got what I'm saying? Like, you have to be motivated and you want to build together. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you're building, if you're not on the same page, so then yeah, you need to have your chemistry needs to be on the same page. Your motivation and the way how you start building together needs to be on the same page. Basically.
Literally,
Yeah,
the
facts.
right
Yeah,
woman
I
can
agree.
make a man change whatever.
Build a
but
business.
You
build
can't.
a
I
life.
don't think you can change
Yeah.
a man, but you can. A man can see something in you and want to change for
Change
himself,
himself, yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what the most
and vice
important thing
versa.
is.
I don't
Do you
think,
get
I
what
don't think, because I don't think a
Because-
woman
but
should be
then-
trying
but
to
then
control a
you-
man.
it's
I don't
funny
think
you
a man
say-
should be trying to control a woman. It's not. I don't agree with that
It'll
shit.
never work that way.
I think
I don't agree.
I think it's true what you said, because I believe I've heard so many times they say, I don't know whether it's true or not, but they say that women mature faster than men. So
Yeah, it's true. Don't
Don't
question
I don't
that.
know.
Don't shake,
I don't
don't
know.
shake
But
your business.
you
It
get
is
me?
what it is.
So
I think mature in different ways, but
Yeah.
on the whole, I would say.
all right then.
Sorry,
All right then.
son,
That's
son. I love you, son. But my daughter, I say that my daughter
Yeah.
He's more
is
mature at the
is
moment.
maturing, and she's younger. She's like 3 years or 2 years younger than my son, but
Yeah. She's more mature.
she's very mature for her
So
age.
as a man, yeah, do you agree on that statement that like women
I don't
mature
know, because you know what it
more
is,
than
yeah?
men?
You know what it is, yeah?
Or
I think
it's a mixture, or men
You know-
have got the more the upper hand.
I don't.
in your
you
opinion.
know what? I can't say that because the relationship that I might have with my daughter, my son might have a different relationship with his mum. So in the woman's eyes, she might see a different maturity in him that I don't see.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
sure.
Like,
Do you know what? So back to the question, right, of what separates the girl from a woman. I would say my own experience is that a part of me when I was younger thought I could change a man. When I grew up, I realised that I needed to change me to make the man realise that he needed to level up to be with me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made me realise that what
Self-respect,
separated
yeah,
me from the
self-respect
woman is that
is better
I
than
needed to be that woman to make him look and think, right,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I need to be with her, and to be with her,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
some things I need to switch
Yeah.
up.
And
And
have
that
stability.
clicked his whole
Yeah.
mental state, and I think that's what separates a man from a woman. We are getting to a point of
Yeah.
wrapping up because the
Yeah.
time is there, so
Time
I
is
feel like
Is
I
it?
wanted to end on that
That
note.
no.
Yeah.
What's
it's
going on
that.
with this fishbowl here? Because
We did,
don't
we
have no-
did,
we
man.
didn't have
because
questions,
I'm mad now because I've got a couple haters I want to address out here still. Yeah.
Well, I never show for the haters.
Next time, next time.
We're coming back.
Don't
to
worry.
you.
I've got.
We
See you next time. See or no? All right. Don't worry.
Alright, you know what? Thank you so much for coming on.
It's a
We
good
Big up,
appreciate
big up.
you. It was a
Thank
good
you. Big up,
vibe.
big up.
Like, thank
Definitely,
you for
definitely,
coming in. I
definitely.
enjoyed it. It
My
was really
complexion
good.
has changed now. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, the Arsenal
yes.
man Sparks. When's the next dance? You don't know yet. We're waiting on it.
Not too
We'll
sure.
plug
not
you
too
in.
sure.
Like I
Yo,
said,
yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
there,
Stay
we'll be
tuned,
there.
stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
Don't forget to
Might be
like,
nice,
subscribe,
no.
all of the good
Spotify,
stuff.
run over. all
Yeah,
them
please
things.
comment though.
Podcast.
I want you not to mostly subscribe and comment. Yeah, interact with us.
No,
so we can
as
interact
well.
with Uno.
So it's a land and like up the thing, because if you like up the thing, we get to be shown on different avenues. So please like up these things. Thumbs up for us, please. Yeah.
Done
Big
with
up
it.
yourself,
Done
done
with
with
it.
Yeah, done with it. Done with it.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang